Good morning.
Good morning.
We're so glad that you've chosen to be with us here today at the Church of Hope. Thank you. Life can be a little unexpected around here, and today is no different. We have a guest from Lake Inasmuch here with us. You know where Lake Inasmuch is, don't you? It's not far from
Barstow.
That's right. Well, today we have a wonderful guest who is the owner and operator of the premier and only travel agency in town, none other than Elizabeth Camel.
Hello, good morning to you all. I'm so glad to be here with you today, don't you know? Thank you for making me feel so welcome. All of you, except for you. Will you never remember? You can call me Liz. Liz, everybody does, don't you know?
Liz, how often have we talked about this? You know I need to call
no.
you Liz. I really do, but you're such a hero of mine, and well, Liz just seems so casual and intimate, and it's just hard for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, a hero, you say. Well, maybe I'm just a little... I mean, who am I to insist on such a little thing? Hey, wait a minute. My mother was the only one to call me Elizabeth. And she only called me that when she was mad. So while I appreciate the feelings, and thank you very much, you can call me Liz, don't you know?
Of course, Liz.
Oh, okay, so what's all this hero stuff anyway?
Well, this, I've told you this before, but I admire how independent you are.
Oh.
How you travel and run your own business and still have time to help with the projects around town.
Okay, stop it. I swear I'll blush.
Now, that's unexpected.
Speaking of unexpected, I've had some unexpected things happen on the last couple of trips, tours, Eileen.
Unexpected? What do you mean, Liz?
Well, I usually know my itineraries pretty well. I know what plane or bus or boat we'll be using. I know the places we'll stop, and truthfully, I know most of the people we'll run into. It's all planned for the comfort and enjoyment of the tour group.
Oh, of course.
Well, a little while back, Bart, that adorable little guy who consults with me on my businesses, isn't he cute? Anyway, Bart was saying to me that he had found God, or at least the evidence of God, in the most unusual places lately.
Well, he was saying that to us, to look for God and don't be surprised where you find God.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Now, I expect to meet up with God in some of the places we go, like the great cathedrals, there are some holy places in the world, and some holy and wonderful people who will make the presence of God very real for us.
But you said unexpected places.
Well, I'm getting there, don't you know? This is hard because I don't think much about it, and I didn't think much about it when Bart and I were talking about it, but it kind of stuck with me, And then, well, it's like my eyes were opened, don't you know?
Well, Liz, what are you talking about exactly?
Well, I don't mean to say I've seen God. The sky didn't open or anything, and I didn't hear any booming voices in the night. I didn't even expect to. I guess that's why we say unexpected.
Well, we always think that God is so great and powerful and wonderful that whatever comes from God must be big and impressive. The Old Testament kind of stuff. But it's not like that, huh?
It can be, I guess, but when you start looking for the presence of God, you might find him in the supermarket, or in the smile of a child, or on the road in the kindness of a stranger, or in a cup of water, or in a good word from a neighbor. God is in the small, beautiful things. I guess I want to say that you can find God anywhere there is love.
So God isn't limited to houses of worship or great holy places?
Not at all. The presence of God can be sensed or felt anywhere, anytime. Even here's one, even in TV or in the movies, if you can believe that one. The beauty of God's love can come through and lift us up and change the situation for most of us in the most unusual times. I've seen it. I've felt it, don't you know?
Liz, that's wonderful. But if we begin to expect God in the little things, then God isn't so unexpected at all.
That's right. Nothing can separate us from the love of God, not even some of the less than scintillating tours I've given.
Thank you, Liz. This has been very interesting.
Well, thank you, dear. I gotta get back. Got tours to plan and things to do, don't you know? Ta-ta!
Bye.
Bye, Liz.